It's Fired Up Friday, and this isn't your average pep talk. This is the Bad Influence podcast. Yeah, the one they told you not to listen to. I'm Jordan Banderas, and today we're not massaging your excuses. We're burning them alive. We're waking up the part of you that's been hiding behind a smile for far too damn long. If you want to take control of your life, it starts right here, right now, with truth. New drops every week, but today, we're dropping the mask you've been glued to your face for years. So let's stop pretending. Let's stop pretending for 1 minute. Life right now is hard. We just got through the holidays and there's so much going on at work and home, plus a bunch of stuff happening that we can't control, right? You know what I'm talking about. Sometimes it feels like the only option is to throw a smile and just go with it. Am I right? Or am I wrong? I know I'm right because I used to do this and I see a lot of you doing this right now. And that's why I'm going to give you my radical perspective on this. Because it's a brand new year. We're in 2026, so it's time to start fresh with an old mask that hide what we're going through. Another thing that I'm seeing is that you're exhausted from smiling when your soul is tired. You feel it in your chest, in your jaw, in your fake laugh. In the I'm fine, you repeat like a prayer you don't believe anymore. You're not fooling the world, you're numbing yourself, and you know it. Yes, you do, you know it. Don't lie to me. I've been in your shoes. So let's dig into the roots of this issue. When did you learn that being strong meant being quiet? When did you learn that crying is weakness, that expressing yourself is dramatic, that needing help makes you a burden? Who taught you that your emotions were too loud for the room? A parent who didn't know how to handle their own pain? A teacher who punished honesty? A culture that worships stoicism but ignores suffering? That wasn't love. That wasn't safety. That wasn't wisdom. That was conditioning, fear, generational silence wrapped in pride, and you carried it. Yes, you did. You carried it like it was your responsibility, like it was your job to stay quiet so the world could stay comfortable. But surviving isn't living, and that mask you wear is suffocating you from the inside out. You've been hiding your humanity trying to look strong, but strength isn't the absence of emotion. Strength is the willingness to face what you feel. Oh, you should write this down, to be honest, because that's a truth bomb. And before we go any further, just breathe for a second, because I know your chest is tight right now. I know this hits a place you don't talk about, a place you've kept boarded up for years. And for a moment, not forever, let yourself stop performing. Just you and the truth. No armor, no audience, no expectations. Sometimes the most powerful part of the journey is the moment you finally admit to yourself, I'm tired of carrying this alone. It is true. It is true. You don't say that's not right, that's not correct, Jordan, until you actually try it. So let me take you back. There was a long stretch of my life where the fake smile wasn't just a habit. It was a survival mechanism. Not because I wanted to wear it, but because I had to. Growing up, emotions were treated like malfunctions. If you cried, you were too sensitive. If you spoke up, you were too much. If you show pain, you were doing too much. So I swallow everything, every fear, every hurt, every moment I needed help. I became the quiet kid, the agreeable kid, the I'm fine kid. A child who learned how to disappear emotionally so he wouldn't be a problem. And eventually, I became an emotionally unavailable man. A man who knew how to work hard but not open up. A man who knew how to endure pain but not express it. A man who could survive anything except honesty. And this isn't just for men. This is also for women. I see it on both genders. I see it on all people. All people. It doesn't matter the gender. You guys are doing this. You think the mask disappear when you grow up? Hell no. It mutates at work. I smiled through stress, acted unbothered, pretended I had everything handled. Around friends, I joked through pain, made everyone laugh so nobody noticed I was breaking. In my marriage, that was the worst one. I hid everything, every fear, every insecurity, every crack. I thought being a strong husband meant being unshakable, untouchable, unbreakable. I didn't realize that the version of strength I was performing was emotional isolation. And emotional isolation doesn't protect you. It kills you slowly. Oh, yes, it does. It makes you bitter. It makes you anger. It makes you hate the people you care about. It makes you hate other people, even if you don't know them. You know that moment where your chest is tight, your brain is loud, and your face still says everything's okay? That smile is not protection, it's denial. You think you're keeping the peace, but really, you're building a bomb inside your own nervous system. Every suppressed emotion doesn't disappear. It compounds. And there is psychology behind that. There's psychology research behind this. And they know, psychologists know and have seen that doing this, it turns into anxiety, into resentment, into burnout, into emotional numbness. Numbness doesn't happen suddenly. It happens after years of pretending, and numbness kills you slower than pain ever could. Because pain tries to wake you up, but numbness convinces you nothing matters. What does your fake smile cost you? Good question. Let me give you my answer, and you can provide your answer in the comments. For me, it costs sleep, peace, connection, identity. Because the people around you don't know what you're carrying. Not because they don't care, but because you've trained them not to ask. You taught them, don't worry, I'm fine. I can handle it. You build a reputation on your silence. But inside, you're screaming for someone to finally notice you're not okay. But how can they hear you if you never open your damn mouth? Good question. The mask protects others, but it destroys you. Oh, yes, it does. Let me drop a hard truth on you. Authenticity is stronger than any mask you've ever worn. Masks crack under pressure. Authentic people rise under it. Real strength isn't the ability to hide emotion. Real strength is the courage to reveal it. Because the moment you stop performing, your life finally starts reflecting the real you. What if you let yourself break for a moment? Not collapse, but open. What if you let exhaustion show? Let the frustration breathe. Let the sadness speak. People are not drawn to your perfection. They're drawn to your honesty. Being real doesn't make you weak. Being real makes you human. And being human makes you powerful as hell. I remember one day, a day that changed everything for me. My wife was sick. Life felt heavy. Work was draining me dry. And I was carrying it all alone. She looked at me and said, "Are you okay?" And for the first time in years, I couldn't force the smile. My face dropped. My chest shook. My voice cracked. I said, "No, I'm not okay." And instead of pulling away, she held me closer. That moment taught me a truth I never learned growing up. Honesty doesn't push the right people away. It pulls them in. And I'll be honest with you. I hated how that moment felt. Not because she held me, but because I didn't know how to let someone hold the real me. My hands were shaking. My breathing was ugly. My mind kept saying, "Pull it together. You're slipping. You're failing." But for the first time, I didn't. I let myself be seen, messy, scared, human. And that was the first day I realized something terrifying and freeing at the same time. Being real felt better than being strong. Because here's the thing, and this is something that not a lot of people talk about. This is why I have a radical perspective. When you pretend you're fine, you disconnect from yourself, from others, from your life. When you're honest, you build bridges. You create intimacy. You create emotional safety. You create a space for healing. People can't meet the real you if you keep hiding behind a version of you that doesn't exist. You want love? You want connection? You want partnership? Show up as the real you, not the edited version of you. The moment you stop hiding your emotions, your life transforms. The pressure drops. The anxiety loosens. The emotional weight lifts. You stop performing and you start living. You stop pretending and you start healing. You stop smiling for survival and start smiling from truth. You realize the mask wasn't protecting you, it was imprisoning you. Oh yes, it does. It's imprisoning you, and a lot of you right now don't even know it. So today, give yourself permission to feel without apologizing, without explaining, without performing. Say, "I'm tired. I'm struggling. I need a minute. I'm not okay right now." Those words won't ruin your life. They'll rebuild it. And the most important thing that you have to do is pick one person in your life, your partner, your friend, your sibling, and tell them something real today. Not the polished truth, not the edited version, the raw. That's right, the raw version of you. You'll be shocked how quickly your world shifts when you stop hiding who you are. So stop forcing a smile to make the world comfortable. Stop hiding your exhaustion to look strong. Stop pretending you're fine when your soul is begging for release. Strength isn't the mask. Strength is the courage to take the damn mask off. Let your emotions surface. Let your truth breathe. Let your humanity show. Because the world doesn't need your fake smile. It needs your real presence. But let's go deeper. Because the mask isn't just a smile. It's every lie you tell yourself to avoid feeling. I don't want to bother anyone. Lie. I'm strong. I can handle it. Lie. I don't need to talk about it. Lie. The truth is this. You wear the mask because you don't believe your real feelings are allowed. Somewhere along the way, someone made you believe your sadness was too heavy, your anger was too loud, your needs were too much. So you learn to shrink emotionally just to keep the peace. But let me ask you, what peace? The peace where you suffocate? The peace where you break quietly? The peace where you survive instead of live? That's not peace. That's emotional starvation dressed up as strength. Your body doesn't forget the emotions you suppress. And I want you to understand that there's actually psychological research behind this. There's neuroscience behind this. Every fake smile becomes tension in your jaw. Every hidden fear becomes weight in your chest. Every swallowed tear becomes a knot in your stomach. Your body keeps the score because your mind keeps the secret. That's why you're tired without doing much, why your energy dips out of nowhere, why you snap at little things, why small problems feel like attacks. Your emotional system is overloaded with everything you pretend not to feel. So you're not weak, you're overwhelmed. You're not dramatic, you're exhausted. You're not broken, you're buried. But let's talk about the fear underneath the mask. You don't hide because you want to. You hide because you're terrified of what honesty might cost you. What if people think I'm weak? What if they judge me? What if they pull away? What if they see the real me and don't stay? These are not fears. They're wounds. Wounds from past moments where you were honest and someone punished you for it. Maybe you opened up once and someone laughed, or minimized you, or ignored you, or criticized you, or even walked away. So now, you treat honesty like danger. But listen to what I'm about to say. That wasn't honesty's fault. That was the wrong person's reaction. You don't fix a wound by hiding it. You fix it by revealing it to someone safe. So let's be real. Not everyone in your life deserves access to your truth. Some people can't handle depth. Some people can't hold emotion. Some people collapse under intimacy. Some people are allergic to honesty. And that's fine. That's expected. That's human. But the mistake you made was assuming nobody could handle the real you. So you hide from everyone. You protected yourself from pain. But you also block yourself from connection. Honesty doesn't require an audience. Honesty needs one safe person. You know what creates distance in your relationships? Not the struggle, not the stress, not the fear. The distance comes from pretending. Your partner can feel you pulling back. Your friends can feel the shift. Your family can feel the emotional wall. But they don't know why. They can't fix what you won't reveal. They can't support someone who refuses to be seen. You've been asking for connection while refusing to show up. You want closeness? Let someone in. Let someone know you. Let someone see the version of you that you keep locked away. Here's one thing that I have learned throughout my journey and by talking to other people and listening to their own journeys. Every journey has a breaking point. Here's yours. You reach a point where the mask gets too heavy to hold, where the smile hurts more than the truth, where your soul refuses to stay silent another damn day. And whether you mean to or not, you crack. You finally whisper, I'm not okay. And the world doesn't collapse. Nobody dies. Nothing explodes. In fact, for the first time in a long time, you breathe. Because that one moment of truth is oxygen after years of emotional suffocation. And you know what's wild? It's quiet in that moment, quieter than you expected. Not the silence of loneliness, the silence of finally dropping something heavy. For the first time, your mind isn't shouting, your chest isn't fighting, your soul isn't hiding. It's just still. You don't realize how loud the mask was until it falls off. When you start being honest, your body relaxes, your mind quiets, your energy returns, your relationships deepen. You stop performing, you start participating, you stop pretending and start existing. You stop being the version of you that the world demanded and start being the version you were born to be. And ironically, when you stop faking strength, you become the strongest you've ever been. You reclaim your voice, your truth, your emotional independence. So no more hiding, no more editing, no more shrinking, no more lying to yourself just to keep others comfortable. Because comfort never changed anyone. Truth did. The moment you show your real emotions, you stop being controlled by them. The moment you reveal your fear, you stop being ruled by it. The moment you speak your truth, you stop betraying yourself. Here's your homework, and don't skip it. Tell the truth once today. Just once, in one moment, to one person. Say something real, something raw, something unpolished. I'm stressed, I'm overwhelmed, I'm scared, I need help, I'm not okay. That one sentence will do more for your mental health than 1,000 fake smiles. Choose someone safe, someone who's earned your vulnerability, and let them see you. Not the perfect you, not the composed you, not the always in control you, the human you, the emotional you, the real you. Connection starts where pretending ends. Stop forcing a smile to make the world comfortable. Stop hiding your exhaustion to look strong. Stop pretending you're fine when your soul is begging to breathe. Strength isn't the mask. Strength is the courage to take the damn mask off. Let your emotions surface. Let your truth breathe. Let your humanity lead. Because the world doesn't need your fake smile. It needs your real presence. You were not born to hide. You were not born to pretend. You were not born to numb. You were born to feel, to evolve, to rise, to show the world who you really are. The real you, that honest you, that emotional, powerful, truth-telling you, that's the one who becomes unstoppable. That's the one who builds connection. That's the one who changes the room just by entering it. You can keep hiding behind the mask, pretending your silence is strength, and living a life that never truly feels like yours. Or you can choose truth, choose rawness, choose humanity, choose courage, because authenticity turns suffering into strength. It turns pain into power. It turns silence into connection. The moment you drop the mask, you step into a new identity. No more shrinking, no more pretending, no more disappearing behind a smile. You become someone who isn't afraid to feel, who isn't afraid to speak, who isn't afraid to be seen. When you show up honestly, you give everyone around you permission to do the same. Your truth becomes a lighthouse. Your vulnerability becomes a leadership. Your authenticity becomes liberation. You show your partner, your kids, your friends, your community that real strength is in silence. It's self-awareness. Stop bearing your truth. Stop choking down your emotions. Stop lying to yourself just to keep functioning. Strength is not pretending. Strength is revealing. Your next level requires the real you. Not the mask you, not the numb you, not the I'm fine you. The world is waiting for the version of you that you've been hiding behind a smile. Let them meet the real one and watch how everything in your life begins to change. And remember, and always remember, no matter what I say, no matter what anyone says, the choice is always yours. And that's it for today. If you're still making excuses after this one, that's on you. But if you're ready to move, then burn the damn comfort zone down. And smash that subscribe button so you never miss the fire. Send this to someone who's one decision away from a full-blown comeback. This is the Bad Influence Podcast. Until next time, stay relentless. Stay dangerous. Make them remember your name and have a great day.